Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. This is a announcement video. I don't do these very often anymore, and this is also an apology video. The next two videos of Neverwinter Nights, the week's uploads that have either already been uploaded or will be uploaded after this one, not quite sure yet, have already been recorded, and unbeknownst to me at the time when I was recording them, they were recorded without microphone. There's no microphone in those videos, as will be stated in the title of those videos. The reason for that is apparently the I don't know what to call it. Essentially, the port, the cable that my microphone uses to plug into, it's a standard like phone charging cable. USB, not USB on both ends. I honestly don't know the name of the cord. As far as I gather, the cord died at some point. I didn't get a single scrap of audio in those videos, so as far as I can tell, it died in between like the last recording of Deus Ex and the recording of Neverwinter Nights today, or today rather when I'm trying to record it. So I have replacement cords because, again, it's a very basic charger cord. I used to use it for my old phone. I use this cord that I'm using right now to charge my MP3 player, and yes, I'm old enough to have an MP3 player. Never got into that fancy iPod stuff. So yeah, so the cord died. The microphone itself appears to be fine. I've done some preliminary tests to make sure this is recording, and it seems to be. What this video is, it's to apologize for that. I'm sorry, I'm just completely stuttering, but you can tell that this is raw and unscripted. It is to apologize for that, and also to show you guys with vocal commentary what you had missed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to where we were, and I'm essentially going to try to walk you through where we had been and what we had found. I'm still going to upload those videos so you can see all the combats and all that stuff. You can see how I take out a certain annoying boss-type character at some point. And I'm not going to be re-recording it, even though I keep all the saves. I keep most of the saves. I could easily just load here like 144 or I believe it's this one, 143, and do it again. You can see I have saves further on here. The issue with that is, although I recorded those videos without microphone volume, or without a microphone at all, and this is going to sound like me whining, and it basically is me whining, I still took the time for that. It's still roughly 40 to 45 minutes of me recording video footage. It is then roughly 2 to 3 hours of encoding and compressing video footage into the files, of which then I upload to YouTube. And yes, the encoding and compressing process actually takes longer than the actual video process. And I didn't even realize that these videos were without sound until I had already compressed the first one. I always do a little playthrough of the video. Just I skip through it really quickly after it's finished before I upload it to YouTube, just to check and see if anything went wrong. Well, something went wrong. I caught it before I uploaded it. But I don't get that time back. And life right now it's life. You know how it is. I don't have to explain that to you. And as little as I gain out of these videos for how much time I put into them, I'm willing to go that far but no further. So I'm not going to re-record them. It's whiny and it's me complaining about it, but that's the reason for it. I will upload the ones that is just soundless. I will put it in the title. This is not the first time I've done it. If you've been on the channel before, you've seen this kind of shit thing. But I will go through and show you guys what I had actually done. Trust me, it's not very much. I'm not even running the timer. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'll go through all of it. We started here. We went into this room here. We got some loot, including these magic boots that I have yet to identify. We went into here, and we talked to an orc. He is Garak Entrail Splitter, and he was here to talk to the wizards about his orc chieftain leading an orc army with their human army to take over Neverwinter. He mentioned that there is a wizard named Mogrim, we know that character, who is now the wizard in charge of the tower. That explains why things have been so bad. We went over and talked to this character, and we didn't get very much out of her. She basically told us to go talk to the orc again. So we went to talk to the orc again and got more information out of him. The orc over there also told us that Erebeth, there was a lot of reading and commentary in this video, or in these 2 videos. He also told us that Erebeth is in the tower and intends to work with Mogrim as her right hand, or as his right hand man, or right hand woman in this instance. We came into this room and opened this armoire and found a small diary. It was written by Lady Erebeth. You can read through the things here in the video. You can pause it and read it if that's what you're interested in. Basically, it's Erebeth saying that she would rather walk on the wrong path than no path at all. And although she thinks what she's doing isn't right, she thinks it's better than doing nothing. She believes that there is no justice, and whatever God Mogrim is offering has to be more powerful than Tyr, etc., etc., etc. I talked a little bit about how I intend to try to deal with Erebeth when we get there, but that is lost to time. We then went through here. We fought some guards. That's really it. Some of them were wizards, some of them were monks. We came into here, we fought the werecats. And then we came over here and we learned that the place is accessible via teleportation. So we went here, we went to the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor was the only floor available at the time. I went back outside to try to take the diary and this letter to Erebeth to Aaron Genn to see if he would have anything to say about it. Aaron Genn had nothing to say about it because he wasn't programmed to respond to you finding out more information about Erebeth, because I'm more smart than the game. We came up here to the 2nd floor. At this point, we're already in the 2nd video. Came up here to the 2nd floor and encountered a summoner guy here. Very basic combat. He was just summoning some dudes. This is a Slod's tongue. He was summoning Slods. And we dealt with it, and it was not that difficult. The main bit of the 2nd video is dealing with the guy that was in this room. There was a wizard in this room who was using a combination of buff spells to basically make himself immortal. He was using Stone Skin that I think was 125 extra hit points worth. And I made a comment that it's basically my whole health bar and more than what Linyu has. No, I'm sorry, it was 120. It was almost mine and more than what Linyu had. A huge amount of extra hit points. He was using a spell that gave him a 50% chance or 50% miss chance. It was either mirror image or greater mirror image, something like that. So when you would actually shoot him, there was only a 50% chance you hit, even if you actually hit his AC. And then he would just rain Cone of Colds down upon us. Cone of Colds and a whole bunch of other high damage spells. Basically the same shenanigans we had been dealing with other wizards, just even more shenanigans. In the video, I eventually beat him quite cheesily by just basically waiting out his spells. He was a very cheesy opponent, so he got a cheesy defeat. In his room, we gained access to the 5th floor portal stone, the 3rd floor portal stone, and the 6th floor portal stone. We got all those stones from that one room. We also got a magic staff that I haven't identified, a ring of protection +2 from him, a magic wand I haven't identified, and a ring of clear thought +2 also from that same wizard. That wizard had a lot to offer us, and that's basically it. That's literally all I did in those 2 videos. Not quite literally, but pretty close to it. We looted a couple of bodies and a couple more chests that I didn't go over. But that was the extent of the 2 videos. That one wizard fight, I think, was like a 10 to 15 minute process in and of himself. It was very, very annoying. And it was quite boring for me to record, and I made comments about that because I was forced to fight him in a very boring way to win that fight. But now it's going to be even more boring because there won't be any commentary over it. But for the sake of archival and for the sake of somebody else in the future playing this game after me based off my Let's Play, going, I wonder how he defeated that guy, because that guy was really, really rough. Now you can see it. I've done that with a couple of Let's Plays in the past from other YouTubers that I watch. So, thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. I sincerely apologize about this issue. There was nothing I could have known about it. My microphone is still glowing blue, telling me it's on. It's got a blue LED light. All that was still on. I genuinely had no idea that there was any issue with the recording at all until it was much too late. So thank you all for watching. Please bear with me, and hopefully videos in the future won't have these issues in the near future. Apparently these cords can just fail at some point, which makes sense. All technology can fail at some point, but I wish I had, like, at least the LED would have turned off or something. There was power going to it, but not a signal, I guess. So thank you all for watching, and the next time we do Neverwinter Nights, we should have audio, and the XCOM videos and the Deus Ex videos should have audio as well, or should have commentary. Fraps did record the audio for the game, so there's still music and Jericho's lovely, soothing, yelling voice and all that stuff. So do watch those if you're interested in seeing how I got to this point, but it really is just that easy. The areas that I explored were the areas I went to. So yeah, nothing further to say. Thank you for watching, and I apologize about the inconvenience.